Hey, I'm Naomi and welcome to Nerf This, your weekly one-stop roundup of the Korean Tier 2 Overwatch scene. We're back in tournament mode with Week 3 of Contenders Korea 2021 Season 1. We finally got a chance to see all 10 teams play competitively, and there's a definite split in the pack between the top and the bottom, so let's take a look back at this week's games and the current standings. Day 1 kicked off with their first look at Starlight Gaming. Unfortunately, it wasn't a particularly strong showing for our newest org in the mix, as they struggled to find their footing against opponents Team BM. BM took Nepal in a rather decisive manner, and it was curtains from there, with Starlight failing to finish both Eichenwald and Dorado, giving BM a 3-0 victory. The second game of the night saw T1 take on Runaway, both Week 1 matchup victors. T1 were pretty dominant. Runaway did manage to claw back Dorado, and it honestly looked like they might make it happen on Hanamura, but T1 managed to pull off an insane/impossible stall, holding point B and taking the series 3-1. Day 2 gave us our first Talon game against Gen.g, and while it was pretty short, it did manage to say a whole lot. Talon absolutely dominated, with tank player Kellen a true force to be reckoned with, and Chorong and Vigilante on support putting in work. Conversely, gen.g crumbled. From their odd decision to bench Stalker, they just never got their groove and were steamrolled in a very hasty 3-0. Last match of the week was between our 2020 champions WGS and O2 Blast. O2 continued to look really strong, beating WGS with mirror matches with Proper at the lead. O2 ended up taking it 3-0. So with every team now making an entry on the table, it's looking pretty clear how the rest of the season is likely to unfold. I'd be very surprised if there are any huge changes in either of these groups between now and the Interleague, except maybe some switch-ups within the top 2 and bottom 2. Talon, T1, O2 and CC are the ones to beat, for sure, but we won't get to see them play each other until our delayed Week 2 matches right at the end of the group stage, so for now we'll just have to settle with the Week 4 matchups. Week 4 seems to be a lot of one-sided affairs across day 1 and 2, but if you only have time to catch one game next week, I'd recommend T1 versus Gen.g on Monday. This is a decider for Gen.g, essentially to see whether they can get it together and finally hang with the big kids. If not, it's going to be a really tough run of the Interleague for them. If they get steamrolled here, then we might just have to count them out. And that's all this week. Remember, the games for Week 4 start again on Monday at 7 p.m. KST. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!